Sorry about last week's narration schedule. I had a lot of Wi-Fi and computer problems, so that's what kind of happened there. But it's all been taken care of. Everything's fixed, so this week should follow through as scheduled. But anyways, what's up, guys? I've got a VGC match here for you guys today. One of my subscribers, he challenged me on Skype, and I was like, sure, if you want a VGC match, we can play. And I decided to bring my rain team. Now, I did bring like the generic rain team because I didn't feel like breaking out my custom rain team. But looking at his team, he's definitely got a sand team, and when I saw the team preview and I saw the Gastrodon, I knew I was going to have to do a little dancing around in the beginning just because Gastrodon is a pretty solid check to a whole rain team in general, just because of Storm Drain and whatnot. So I'm just going to have to hold off on spamming water moves in the beginning until I find out whether he does have a Gastrodon or not. But anyways, he's going to choose to lead out with his Tyranitar and his Latios. I'm going to choose to lead out with my Cresselia and my Ludicolo. And my Ludicolo is the offensive build, which means it's max speed, max special attack with Swift Swim. So right off the bat, I'm a little shaky about what Latios wants to do. If it wants to go for Draco Meteor right off the bat, it can easily take care of my Ludicolo, so I was trying to figure that out first. But he goes for Substitute. Now, I'm not as worried as I was with this team because, you know, it's a rain team, and rain teams mostly revolve around spamming water and ice moves. But anyways, I'm going to go for the Icy Wind here because of the sub. It does not get the speed drop, and his Tyranitar is going to go for the Crunch on my Cresselia, which is definitely easily going to be a two-hit KO because I'm not running any defense investment on this Cresselia. Or, well, I am, it's very minimal defense investment. But anyways, here, I decided that I need to break that Latios' sub so I can make it slower. But he is going to go for the Dragon Pulse, and it's going to be a Dragon Gem boosted Dragon Pulse, and I was kind of scared that this was going to take me out, but at the same time, I was like, it's not Draco Meteor, and I'm pretty sure Ludicolo's just natural special defense should be enough to take it on. And lo and behold, it was. I live with 17 HP, so I go for the Ice Beam, break that thing's sub, and I'm going to go for the Icy Wind here to drop the speed, and just kind of to hit it for super effective damage. But like I said, after this turn, that really won't matter because I will be able to bring in my Politoed to get up my rain, get my Swift Swim going, and Ludicolo and my other poke, as you saw from the team preview, Kingdra, will be able to start just plowing through the team. So anyways, still live out even after the Sandstorm damage, which is good to know because this Ludicolo is going to be really needed because, like I said, I'm afraid of the Gastrodon. I don't want to just start spamming water moves just yet. Now here, he makes a sort of questionable play. He switches out into his Gastrodon. Like, I understand that he was probably anticipating the water move, but, you know, I'm not going to go for that straight off the bat knowing he has a Gastrodon, so I went for Giga Drain just in case this did happen. And it does, but because he has a Rindu Berry, he will be able to live the Giga Drain, but still, I think it was kind of a weird play. I mean, he didn't really have anything on his team as a whole that benefited from the sand either. But that's not the point. Gastrodon took a heavy chunk. I'm going to go for Ice Beam here to finish off the Latios so I can get rid of that fast little guy. But anyways, gonna go for Toxic here just kind of to wear it down. I mean, I don't really know why I have Toxic on my Politoed. I think it's just mainly for Cresselia, who can kind of stop this team as well. But anyways, he is gonna be able to bring in his Tyranitar now to get back up his sand, and I'm almost forced to switch here just because I want to win the Weather War. I want my Swift Swimmers to be able to be at their fastest speed potential. So I do have to bring in my Kingdra here if I want, you know, my Swift Swimmers to be at their fastest point, as I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain here to finish off that Gastrodon. And now I am pretty much free to start spamming Surfs and Hydro Pumps and Scalds, whatever I want to fire off. But his T-Tar is going to go for the Rock Slide, and it's going to do a hefty chunk to both of my pokes, considering that it is nerfed because it is doubles. But then again, T-Tars in VGC are oftentimes max attack with max HP. But anyways, now knowing that my Rain will be here to stay because he cannot switch anymore, I'm going to switch back into my Politoed. And I kind of don't need it because I still have my two fastest pokes left under the Rain. Anyways, I am going to go for Protect here because Swift Swim does not kick in the turn you bring in the Rain. It kicks in the next turn. So I wanted to keep my Ludicolo to fire off at least one more heavy hit with it. And the thing here is that I was really paranoid that his Thundurus would have the Thunder Wave. And if he T-Waved my Ludicolo, wouldn't be such a big deal. But my Kingdra is a Lumberry set, and if he could burn through my Lumberry twice, or well, burn through it the first time, break my sub, and then T-Wave me again, I could be in a situation, but I'm hoping that's not the case. I am going to go for the surf here, knowing that, you know, his Gastrodon's gone and I can just freely spam it. It does quite a bit to the T-Tar, doesn't take it out, and he's just going to be able to go for a Rock Slide to finish off my Ludicolo and bring my Politoed down to a low amount of HP. Now here, I went for the substitute, thinking if he goes for T-Wave, his Tyranitar will most likely want to finish off my Politoed, and his Thundurus won't be able to touch me next turn because I will just be able to fire off a Surf, and that'll be the game. But I don't think he does because he goes for Thunderbolt on my Kingdra, which is kind of a bad play in my eyes. He should have finished off my Politoed, because if he finished off my Politoed first, this battle would have definitely ended in his victory, not gonna lie, because of that, I will be able to finish off his Tyranitar, and I will be able to fire off a Dragon Pulse this turn on his Thundurus. He'll be able to take me out with a T-Bolt, but my Politoed Scald will definitely be enough to take out his Thundurus from that amount of HP, which is gonna make the game in my favor. So yeah, really close game, very good game, David. I had a lot of fun. I haven't used a weather team in like years, to be honest. I kind of stopped using weather, I want to say at the beginning of the announcement of 2012, just because I was like, I don't feel like using weather. But anyways, upload schedule for this week. Today it's going to be this. You guys will definitely get something Friday. I don't really have anything backed up, to be entirely honest, because my weekend was just so hectic. So, I will definitely probably be taking battles over the next few days. Yeah, I think that's all I got to say here. So, I'm all done, and I guess I will see you guys when I do next time. So, later, guys.